My first book. This one here. The Wooden Fish. Oh, you see this one? I love that. That's good. This book has been around for a while. I love that. That's good. Hold on, hold on. So this was the first one I wrote. And to begin with, this was a story that I made up to impress a girl. Yes. I made it up to impress a girl. And after I told her, she said, you should write that down. Now, I never did well at school. But however, I still wrote it down and then I put it away in my drawer for many years. So I made the story up when I was 18. It took me quite a few years later on to actually pick up the courage to do something with it. So, but thankfully, once I sent it off, it got picked up straight away. That normally doesn't happen. And after that, I thought I was a real writer and just needed to touch the page and it would turn to gold. So I wrote lots and lots of stories and I sent them all off to the publishers and the publishers sent them all back. However, I had done it once, I knew I could do it again, I just had to keep going. How about these older ones on the chairs back there? Yes?
Can you make Warrior Kids into a movie?
Peter Jackson.
They make anything into a movie these days, so give it 10 years or so, or 20 years, you just never know. Well, probably when I'm in the ground. Normally what happens. Yes? Oh, this is a good question. I'm trying to listen.
What was your favourite subject at school?
What was my favourite subject at school? Would have been writing and art. Writing and art. Still had terrible spelling. And at school, because of the stuff that was going on, I would get angry a lot. And so that's why there's a strong emphasis on bullying in my books. That's why I look at that a bit. Because I was on both ends of that. And you see how I was treated at home? I thought that happened at every home. For many years as a child, I thought people got hurt, children got hurt all the time in their home. I just thought that was the way it was. I spoke to another boy that I knew and I said to him, does your dad hit you? And he went, what do you mean, hit you? And I said, you know, hit you. And he went, no? What, with a fist? And I said, yeah. No, my dad doesn't do that. Your dad shouldn't do that. So then I went away and I thought about it. The next day at school, I asked another boy. I asked a boy in the classroom. I said to him, does your dad hit you? He said, what do you mean? He was punch you. No, my dad doesn't do that. So I said, oh, my dad hit me. I got a big lump on my arm. That's what I told him. Because I did. My dad punched me, big lump would come up underneath here. So I said, I've got a lump under my arm. So I then said to him, don't say anything, don't tell anybody. Interval. We went outside, we played and everything like that. The bell went, we came back into class. I'm sitting at my desk, I'm looking around. Where's the boy I talked to? Where is he? He's not here. Oh man, I hope he hasn't told anybody. The teacher walked in with the boy. Now when I saw them, I thought, man, I'm in so much trouble. I'm going to be in trouble with the teacher. Then if my mum and dad find out, man, I'm going to be in serious trouble. The teacher says to me, Timothy, come with me. So I followed her. She took me out into the cloakroom with the boy. And I'm standing and I'm facing her in the cloakroom. And she goes to me, lift up your shirt. Now I'm thinking, man, you told her. And she goes again, lift up your shirt. So I lift up my shirt. Then she did one of them. And I said, put your hands down for now. Hold on to your questions, we'll come back. So she told me to lift up my shirt. And what she did was, she took her hand and she ran it down here and she felt the lump. Now in those days, you couldn't ring anybody. There was nobody to call or anything like that. There was social welfare, but they were taking care of things like that. There was nothing. So she ran her hand down and then she did the best thing she could have done. She burst into tears. and gave me a hug. And I thought, well, obviously I'm not in trouble now. And she gave me a hug. And then what happened was, that teacher looked after me at school. Mind you, I didn't think she was looking after me, but looking back I could see she was. You know what she did? She went and got my desk. She put my desk next to hers. And I had to sit there all the time. Now, when I was sitting there, I was thinking to myself, she's actually going to see that I don't do very well at work, and I don't work much at all. So I had to really try. It was just sitting next to me. And she was there, and every now and then she'd go, Timothy, how are you going? Right? Bring me your book and show me. Oh, man. So I'd take my book over, and she'd take the book, and she'd look at it, she'd get a red pen. And then she'd put her arms like that on it, and she talked really nicely to me. I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. So she actually looked after me, and it was wonderful. And looking back, I can see, you know, that she was, I thought I was in trouble all the time. Now, if some of this sort of stuff's happening in your life, if home isn't always feeling safe, I want you to talk to someone about it. Find someone you can trust and talk about it. Talk to your teachers. Huh? You know, that you have the Keeping Safe program, eh? Police might have been here at some stage. That's a good program. Anything like that. Find support for yourself. Talk to someone. Auntie, uncle, anybody. Make sure you're safe.